guys, for dinner tonight, I have two really fun ideas for oven-ready lasagna noodles. First, we're gonna roll them up with beef in the middle and smother them with tomato sauce and cheese. And the next, we're gonna put them in little cups with pesto and ricotta. I'll show you how to do it. The first thing you need to do is soak the oven-ready noodles in hot water. They're thinner than regular lasagna noodles, so they don't need to be boiled. In fact, you shouldn't boil them because they could fall apart, but they do need to be soaked in hot water for 10 minutes, and that makes them nice and soft. Okay, the noodles soaked for about 15 minutes, so plan on about 10 to 15 minutes to get them this soft. And then what you want to do is just lay them out on paper toweling to dry a little bit before we roll them up. Okay, they're all out of the water, and I'll pat them dry. They don't have to be perfectly dry. Okay, now I'll show you how to roll them up. Take one of the noodles, and I have some ground beef mixed with some herbs and spices and tomato sauce. You can use your favorite tomato sauce, canned tomatoes, whatever you want to make kind of like a bolognese sauce. This was actually my leftovers from last night that I'm finding a new use for. Okay, so this is so simple. And then you just roll up. Isn't that pretty? I'll do the rest. Okay, I'm just rolling up the last one. I did 8, and I saved the other 8 noodles for the cups. Now I'll show you how to put this in a pan. Start by putting about ½ cup of your favorite tomato sauce in the bottom of a shallow baking dish. And then just put those adorable little rolls right in side by side and press the seam ends together to make sure they don't open up during baking. This is a great dish to wow your company because it just looks so different, and it's just kind of more fun than traditional lasagna. And for those of you that are wondering where the cheese is, don't worry, it's coming in right now. So we're gonna top this with more sauce, just a little bit, because you still want to see the pretty little ruffled edges. And I like to just pour, if I have any remaining sauce, just kind of pour it around the sides. Keep that lasagna nice and moist. This is so easy when you have those no-bake noodles. Okay. And then I'm just going to sprinkle the top with shredded mozzarella cheese. Isn't this so pretty? Love this dish. Okay, that looks great. Oven's preheated at 350 degrees. It's going in for 20 minutes. I'll be back. And here it is, fresh from the oven. Melted cheese, tender noodles. There is nothing wrong with that. Now I'll show you how to make those ricotta cups. The cups start the same way the rolls did. You soak the noodles in hot water for about 10 or 15 minutes until they get soft. These are starting to get soft. In the meantime, I'll show you how to make the filling. In a bowl, combine 15 ounces of part skim ricotta cheese, and then add about ¼ cup of prepared pesto. That's about ¼ cup. No measurements really necessary here. This is going to be delicious no matter how you slice it. And then I've got about ¼ cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to give this a nice mix until it's all blended. Okay, filling is nice and blended. Now I'll show you how to make the cups. Take the noodles out of the water and dry them on paper toweling just like we did for the rolls. Once they're all dry, you want to cut them in half. Once the noodles are all halved, grab a muffin tin, coat it with cooking spray, and place the noodles right down inside. 2 per tin. Okay, the last noodle is in the tin. Now we can get that ricotta filling and start filling them up. Last cup to fill. These are like little lasagna ricotta cupcakes. Okay. And what I like to do to make sure that the noodles don't get too crispy, because they will get a delightfully crispy, but you don't want them too crispy, is I like to brush with a little bit of olive oil just around the edges that aren't covered with cheese. This also adds a wonderful flavor and ties all the flavors in together. Okay, and the last step, sprinkle the top with grated Parmesan cheese. Okay, the oven's preheated to 350 degrees, and these are going in until the cheese melts in there. They're looking beautiful. I'll be back. 20 minutes at 350 degrees, and look at that. Wow, this was so fun and easy. I love finding creative uses for things like oven-ready lasagna noodles. Who would have thunk? I love it. Whichever one you choose, or choose both, have a great dinner tonight. I'll see you next time.